All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today is Wednesday the 30th. This is a little bit different of a video, as you guys can tell. I'm finally putting out an informational video for you guys like I've been promising. Today's video is going to be 3 things you need to increase your vertical jump. I'm going to try and keep it as simple as I possibly can to help you guys out. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. So step number 1 is going to be building a foundation. So how we build a good foundation is getting as strong as we possibly can. Obviously, if you want to jump high, you have to be able to have a high force output, which is just how much force you can produce. You don't see many guys that are only back squatting just the barbell and they're able to jump really high. I mean, there might be genetic freaks, but it's not everyone. Now, where it gets confusing is a lot of people think if they get insanely strong, they should be jumping high, which, like I said, it's important to jumping high, but it's only a piece of the puzzle that you need. A good marker is when you start back squatting around 2.5 times your body weight. That's a pretty good indicator that you're pretty strong to increase your vertical. But once again, don't live and die by that. Now, what having a good foundation also does is keeps you from injury. It doesn't completely keep you away from injuries because freak accidents happen, but it can help prevent that. Because once we get over to this next stage, it is very common to get injured if you don't have a good foundation. Now, the next thing you need to know when you're trying to increase your vertical jump is you need to know how to apply that foundation that you built, that new strength that you have. We need to know how to translate that over into our sport, whether it's basketball, track, soccer, baseball, whatever it might be. We need to know how to translate it over. Whether we're lowering down into a jump to get a rebound, we're cutting on the field trying to lose our defender, or we're sprinting on the track. How efficiently and how well we can do those things depends on how much force we put into the ground and how quickly we can do it. If you look at some of the highest jumpers in the world, whenever they lower into a jump and explode off the ground, they do it so quickly and they're doing it so powerful at the same time. A good example is Ja Morant. He puts a ton of force into the ground and gets off the ground very quickly. And that's how we learn to jump higher. We need to know how to do this efficiently, and a way to do that is by training with plyometrics. Now, what plyometrics are is basically a way to utilize the stretch shortening cycle. All the stretch shortening cycle is when we rapidly lower and our muscles are going into that eccentric position, and then we rapidly explode, or those muscles are rapidly contracting. That's what the stretch shortening cycle is, and plyometrics allow us to utilize that cycle. Examples of plyometrics: a very low level plyometric might be a jump rope. You're constantly hitting the ground, you're lowering just a little bit, but you're also coming off the ground very quickly. Now, with plyometrics, I see people make the mistake of assuming that you only need plyometrics to jump high. Once again, plyometrics is just a piece of the overall puzzle. You need it for sure, but you can't have it without having a foundation. And you also need to gradually build into plyometrics because they are very intense. That's why it's important to have a foundation before you jump into plyometrics, because you can get hurt very easily the more advanced you get with plyometrics. Now, since we're talking about just getting into plyometrics as a beginner, I think this is the perfect time to say that I'm going to start releasing free workouts. There's a free plyometric workout in my bio. And what I'm going to do is, for every 100 subscribers that we can grow on this channel, I will be releasing a new workout for you guys to do. There's tons of information out there when it comes to jumping higher, just being more athletic. So I want to be able to provide you guys with the information that I know from what I've experienced and researched. And I want to give it to you guys for free because it is kind of hard to figure out what the right thing to do is. So if you guys want a free workout, please check the link in the description below. Anyway, back to the video. All right, guys, and for the final thing that you're going to need if you want to jump high is repetition. There's a thing called the law of specificity. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I think I am. And all that states is the more you do something, the better you get at it. If you're a beginner, just constantly jumping or constantly trying to dunk is what's going to make you better at jumping higher or dunking. If you want to get better at shooting, what are you going to do? You're going to practice layups? No, you're going to practice shooting mid-ranges, three-point shots, off the dribble shots. You're going to practice all of that. You need to practice the thing that you want to get better at. If you are starting from the bottom and you are a just very beginner, I recommend that you just practice a lot of jumping, because I promise you, you're going to benefit from that a lot. And something about repetitive jumping, just constantly jumping every day, that's a plyometric. You're doing a plyometric by practicing the thing that you want to get better at. So you're already getting a small little taste of what plyometrics are by just practicing dunking or practicing jumping as high as you can to touch a light or the ceiling. Repetitions matter, guys. Now, I need you to use all these 3 things and combine them together for you guys to be able to increase your vertical as much as you possibly can. But once again, you have to build that foundation. Once you build that foundation, you can start adding in plyometrics. You need to start with low-level plyometrics. And as you get more used to them, as you're able to handle that stress because they are intense, you can start adding more advanced plyometrics. Then you can start adding in actual power movements like power cleans, hang cleans. But if you guys don't want to have to learn how to do those specifics and you need somebody to walk you through it, once again, I do offer training, whether it's online or in person. All the information is going to be in the description below, so please make sure to check it out if you need any help. Now, that's basically the end of the video, guys. That's all I got. I just wanted to make it as simple as I possibly could to help you guys out. So if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, turn the bell so you guys know when I upload. And like I said, guys, that's basically the end of the video, and I'll see you later.